In the previous session, the party was formally brought together under an interrogation by Imperius's guards. Failing to discover anything about the nature of the magic or monsters in the Coliseum, the guards turned the group over to Senator Quintus Imbrux. The senator informed them that the Coliseum battle will be reported to the public as a terrorist attack by the Telnari, the largest threat to the Imperium. Imbrux gave them a choice between becoming agents of the state or being executed as enemies of it. As the five sorcerers grappled with their new roles, a horrifying yet familiar monster began to lay waste to those in the Coliseum's tunnels. Unable to escape, the party is now forced to face the transfigured Minotaur head-on. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sorcerous Origins, your dentist's favorite actual play D&D series. I am your Coliseum master, Will Peña. Today I'm joined by the players, Sarah Sherwood.
Hey.
Riley Civerolo Douglas.
Hello.
Maya De La Torre.
Yoinks.
Sydney Steinberg.
Hi.
And Clayton Currie.
I wasn't supposed to be last.
I'm usually last.
We take turns. It's okay.
First, so I don't know what's happened here.
All right. So, we left off with this huge, hulking half-man, half-beast turning the corner, holding a battle axe, blood dripping down, the screams of all the soldiers suddenly silenced. I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
No!
Right to the chase.
Getting right into it. Ooh.
Oh,
no.
boo.
Where things are on this character sheet.
Zoinks. Can I get a 20 to 25?
No, you may not.
15 to 20?
16.
15.
All right. And Clio. I'm gonna have to be careful which Clio is which.
This is your own fault.
10 to 15. 5 to 10.
7.
8 and 7.
Gaius, babe.
It's okay. There's a stick in my wheelchair. It's I'm okay.
And guys, at the end, what'd you roll?
Dry. 3.
Good.
Trace. I don't know 3 in any other language.
Toi.
Toi.
All right. Aemil, you're up first. You see
Oh.
a hulking figure coming towards you.
Oh, God. Oh, geez.
You guys, there's no battle map for this one. You guys are on separate ends of the hallway, pretty far distant apart, probably about 100 feet at this point.
100 feet. Okay. Me looking at the ranges for all of my spells.
Ooh, there's the 2 guards with you, too, that I should probably...
Oh, yeah. That would
Please.
be great if they helped.
Please.
Wonderful.
They're probably going to die in like
It's
2
the same
seconds.
ones that didn't help in the first battle.
Oh, no.
I love them.
I'm deciding that right now.
It's
I have so few spell slots left. I'm just gonna cast. I'm gonna cast. How far away is it?
100 feet.
100 feet. I think that's. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Ooh.
So again, my ink covered left hand reaches out, and a little bit more sure of myself this time. A kind of like shadowy double of it pushes out and reaches all the way to this scary bull man. And it's a natural one.
Oh. I'm
Yep.
so sorry. The ink kind of coalesces on your hand, but nothing forms and drips down your arm. Clio, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt, which is a new cantrip for me.
Cool.
I think this is my first spell that I'm actually taking off the Sorcerer's spell list instead of the Cleric spell list, so that's fun. So let me go ahead and... I rolled a 5, so what do I add to that?
Spell attack bonus.
6, so 11.
11 is not going to hit.
Do my best.
You feel this like divine power surging through you, and it coalesces in your palms as a small firebolt, and you just lob it at this thing. It hits, but the beast is undeterred.
Rough.
Avalon.
I am looking at all of the range spells. There's not Hello. I'm at the gate, so
That is a good point. You guys are also right next to a gate that seems to be magically closed somehow.
well, it's anticlimactic. Someone else also just cast a spell, but I'm gonna shake the gate one more time and then turn around and cast Firebolt, which is a new cantrip for me.
More fire.
Ooh, 24.
Hey! Oh, nice. That's a hit.
Oh, thank God.
Hit to my ego is what it is.
Realmente. What is that? A D10? Yeah.
Should be.
9.
A 9 damage.
9 damage.
Sweet.
9.
9.
Yeah, so this firebolt, as it's like glanced off of Clio's, you push away from the door, form this fire of your own. This one is like darker and smokier, and it blasts towards the monster, hitting it directly in the chest, causing it to actually pause for the first time. Marcus.
Quick question. With Tides of Chaos gaining advantage on an attack, does that need to be done before I roll?
I think it should specify. I think it's after, but I can check.
I just said can gain advantage on one attack, roll, ability check, or save.
Okay, that sounds like it's before. Usually it'll say if it can...
Is it still 100 feet away from us?
Yes. Yeah, the walking's for flavor. It'll walk on its actual turn.
I think I'm gonna pull an Avalon and try to give like one last like elbow to the lock, which presumably does not do anything because I am a sculptor. And then I will turn around and kind of just and cast we are only using 2 spells this entire combat, but I will cast Chill Touch.
Hey.
And you know what? All Tides of Chaos it.
Nice.
Why not?
Cantrip
So we get an
twins.
extra D20. Well, William, I've gotten a 1 and a 3. So I am going to add a 5 to that, and that's going to be an 8. And that's all I have for you. That's all I have in my cup to give.
As the Minotaur approaches with this barrage of magical energy hitting it, your chill touch does not. Your kind of magical swarming, shifting energy collapses in front of you.
I would like to turn to the guards and go like, see, it just doesn't work for me.
Okay. The Minotaur lets out a roar as it takes its axe and hits it into the ground. I would like to have all of you make dexterity saving throws.
I'm not the ground.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Of course, that's when 20. Yeah, that was a natural 20.
18.
18, nice.
13.
Nice.
4.
Oh no.
15.
15. Okay. Everyone, you guys feel the floor shift beneath you as you guys are at opposite ends of this hallway. This is you guys. It tilts up, and you guys start sliding down towards this Minotaur. Everyone who got below a 13 will fall prone and fall directly towards the Minotaur. Everyone else is keeping their balance on this shifting floor. I think that just means Aemil. They start sliding down.
You put your brakes on.
That'll be its turn. And you're now directly in front of this thing as it hefts its axe out of the ground.
Like literally, like right next to it?
In front of it, prone.
Terrible. I hate it. Thank you.
Gaius, your turn.
Yeah. Just a quick question, Marcus. Did your not shocking grasp, your chill touch do any damage? I'm trying to keep track of
No,
that.
I rolled
Okay.
3.
Unfortunate. I think what I'm gonna do. How far away is it?
It's probably about 70 feet away at this point. It did move forward.
I don't have enough speed to get to it. I'm just gonna brakes down, brakes off, and go with the tilt and just zoom down, action dash, try and get as close as I can to it as possible.
Woo! You're gonna do, yeah. You turn the brakes on or off?
Off, so I can slide. I'm going with the tilt. I'm letting myself fall with gravity without taking the prone part.
You fly. You go all the way down this hill, braking just before you get to Aemil and the monster. Anything else with your turn?
That was the action dash. Do I have any bonus actions? No, I do not.
Okay.
You want me to roll Wild Magic Surge?
Is it on cantrips?
I
No.
don't think so.
Okay. So you don't have to. I always like it when you roll Wild Magic.
Well, you can make me roll at any point before I get back my Tides of Chaos.
Oh, that would be fun. Not right now. I'll save that. I'll put them in my pocket.
Oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
Okay. I need to roll for the guards. Their dexterity saving throw. That guard rolled a nat 20.
Immediately after.
They both rolled nat 20 for their
Heck yeah, they did.
I'm glad the Minotaur didn't roll those. I'm glad that Mr. Will Peña used those on our buddies.
Our little fun friends.
They like scramble up and they grab hold onto something at the top of the on the wall that's now like kind of close to the top of this hill. Each one has a spear with them. They're gonna chuck it down at the monster. First one, it is not going to hit. So it kind of clatters to the ground behind it against the wall. Another natural. This second guard is incredible.
Yeah.
Why aren't they in the party? I'm an artist.
Damn, that's some good damage. It hits directly into the thing's stomach, and it lets out this awful roar. You see this kind of multicolored blood ichor coming out of its side. The guard goes, "Oh my god, I hit it! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Gerald, please calm down.
Sir, this is the underbelly of a Coliseum.
No, I think he's justified. Let's not bully this man.
The Minotaur is going to take its second turn.
No!
It's
Wanted to do
second
that.
action, excuse me.
No.
We're doing a little bit of homebrew stuff. I built this Minotaur using Giphygless Monster Maker. It's super cool. You should check it out. It's awesome.
Not sponsored.
Well, it was nice playing with you guys. I think I'm going to die for real this time.
No.
Heave its axe up and over, and it's going to make an attack roll against Aemil. It's going to be a 14 against your armor class.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yep, that hits.
Okay.
Does it have advantage?
Oh yeah, it does have advantage because
Why?
Because you're prone. Thank you for being a good
please don't roll
player.
that
That was worse, so it's still 14.
Okay.
Okay. It still hits. At least it's not a crit.
And it will do 4 damage to you.
Okay. Okay.
As you're
All
like
right.
scrambling to try to get up, it slams down and like grazes a huge gash into your arm.
This Minotaur is kind of weak.
Don't say that.
Stop.
Do not poke the bear.
He shifted reality and entirely shifted
Yeah.
the planar geometry
Kind
of
of
this.
lame.
Everyone make perception checks for me. Everyone except for Aemil.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
I
have a minus
Aemil and Gaius, excuse me. Everyone who's like near the door.
I've got
It's
the 10.
like half.
I-
It's like half on a piece of paper, a little bit tilted.
It's cocked.
Would you say?
Which means
It's
you can
cocked. You can re-roll it. Maya just assumed that.
What did everyone get?
10.
14.
I'd say Avalon and Clio, you guys look out of the gate where before you could see kind of this like small expanse into the open air. As it has been shifted up, everything out there is that same like prismatic, magical, shifting nature. Yeah. Aemil, your turn.
Okay, how is this Minotaur looking?
It's looking pretty. I mean, it's got hurt, but it's not close. You know.
Cool. All right. I am not meant for melee. Oh God, and I don't want to get
sorcerers. None of us are
none of us are meant for melee. I would like to stand up. I don't want to be prone anymore. Is that half my movement?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Ooh.
I think that makes this guy do something instead of me having to do something because I've been rolling
I think
like
it's a
garbage.
dex.
I think it's a dex save, too.
Dexterity saving throw. You got to beat a 13.
That's cocked. 12.
Oh, yes. Haha. So he takes, that's 2 6s and a 2. 14 damage.
Woo!
That's not nothing.
You scramble up. You're at the top of this tilt. You have the high ground. And you let loose this flurry of fire from your hands. What does that feel like?
I think like you know how like tar and oil kind of light on fire, and then that just kind of shifts off of my hands and like into a cone in front of me.
Very cool. You get this thing point blank. It hates it.
And I would like to, I'll take an opportunity attack, but I would like to run back 15 feet.
Okay. It's going to do an opportunity attack.
Is the incline difficult terrain?
Going up it, I think, would be, but it did roll a 2, so you are not going to be hit.
Nice.
So you can move just behind Gaius, actually.
Okay.
Great.
I'll do that.
Is what I wanted.
Perfect. Cleo.
So I don't know how far, I already forgot how far away you said it is, but I have 30 feet of movement and the range on Sacred Flame is 60 feet. Can I get within range?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that. So I roll for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's a dexterity saving throw for you, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
So I will now be rolling lots of dice. Give me 1 second.
This big burly beast is not the best at dodging out of the way of things.
That's what I just
good.
expected. Yes, 1d8 radiant damage. Haha. Do I add anything to that? Yes, no.
No,
Huh?
most cantrips
Okay.
you don't. Unless you
6. 6.
6?
Yeah.
Nice. You switch from fire to the whole light. And it blasts this thing. It starts to summon back. It's starting to look not great.
Excellent.
As this like barrage. You guys take a second to find your feet with this monster. Now you guys are letting loose a barrage of spells against it. I'm also interested in how this divine magic feels for you to access, Clio.
Probably like that's a good question. I think it's almost like I think it's just like almost like a wave of emotion that sort of like goes through her. Like of just like there's just something that like she can't hold back.
Interesting. Okay.
That's my little theory. I mean, it's not a theory because she's my character, but
Headcanon.
And Avalon.
I'm still at the gate. I will not be moving closer to this horrifying monstrosity. Does the bar, can I like hook my arm around the gate? Is that how I imagine bars, but that might not be.
It is. It's kind of, it's like more like squares, but you could find a handhold.
Yeah. I just want to hook it in case that happens again. And I'm going to cast,
If
And then
that
cast-
happens again, you'll have advantage.
heck yeah. Chromatic orb with my little diamond necklace.
No way. Again? Oh, okay. Fine.
fine.
The best day of my life.
Acid damage again.
For a simple rich girl, she's not doing that bad acid damage.
Go for it.
How much damage was it?
I'm not done.
Oh,
Nice.
love to hear it.
31 damage.
Sorry, huh?
Huh?
31 damage.
How?
It's 3d8.
And you rolled a nat 20, right?
I rolled a nat 20.
So 68.
3d8?
Yeah.
Okay, so 33 damage.
31.
31.
Let's not get crazy here.
Damn. I haven't
We've
even
done
hit.
60 points of damage so far.
Describe this to me, Maya, how Avalon casts this.
It's truly just, she's just so scared. And I think she tries to like channel that weird kind of feeling that she had, which isn't hard because she does feel like sobbing the entire time. And so I think she gets her, that comes out with like, you know, when it burns in the back of your throat, kind of. It doesn't come out of her mouth. It comes out of her hand.
Mhm.
I think it'd be funny, but I don't know how she'd cope with that.
Just regurgitating acid.
Some women puke up acid to cope.
So I think coupled with that feeling, it just kind of surges out.
All right, awesome. And this huge ball of like amorphous fluid shoots down the hallway. It hits the Minotaur right in the head. And you can see the like fur and some of the skin start to like dissolve, slough off. It's horrific to see. But yeah.
Is he dead yet? I'm assuming no.
He's
but-
not dead
Can
yet.
I roll for Avalon to throw
Start
up?
see, like a little bit of bone coming through to see that like
Ew.
Ooh.
iconic skull, cow skull, you know, in the desert.
Yeah.
That was a nat 20 for her to throw up.
Are you kidding me?
Do what you like.
Does that mean you do throw up or you don't throw up?
I feel like
means she doesn't throw up.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Marcus.
How far away is this thing from me? You said, is it still 70?
It's still 70, so you can move and get within 40.
Ow. So Marcus doesn't want to be here, but he also doesn't want to die. So this is a fun little choice that I would make.
The Marcus conundrum.
The Marcus gonna. What's the wall made out of?
It's like this kind of cobbled stone. You know, it's rough. There's
Okay. Is the floor also that same? like-
no, it's more of like a dirt, like packed dirt.
Okay, hold on. Will, you're.
Oh, I lost. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the floor made out of?
Like a packed dirt.
Okay, I'd like to stick. I'd like to move up 10 feet.
Mhm.
Stick my dagger like kind of in. I don't know how intense the incline is, but I'm imagining like sticking a dagger in something to just have something to like grip onto.
Okay.
And I think Marcus like looks back at the two guards. Are they like looking at me or?
Yeah, there a lot's happening at the moment for these two guards. But yeah, you're in their line of sight.
Marcus just takes a deep breath and I think kind of knows the gig may be up, but I will cast Witch Bolt
Ooh.
as a first level spell.
Dude.
And so I should have used my Tides of Chaos on this, but I will roll an attack. A 15?
A 15. Let me check.
Please.
Will hit.
Hey!
Dog bless. Let me roll a little d12. On a hit, I can use, and then I can use my action. Wonderful. That's 7 damage.
Ooh,
Not
not
nothing.
bad.
Hell yeah.
Not bad.
And I think that like, because it says the spell says that it's like it's lightning damage, but I feel like it's not like Gaius's like lightning. Like I feel like if anything, it's like when you like rip a piece of paper, like there's like a rip more so. So it's
cool.
lightning, but it's like a rip.
That's
And that same kind of like something is messing with that one space in like reality for a moment.
That's dope as hell. You
got props.
outstretch your hand and the rip in reality tears between you and the Minotaur. And it tears like into this thing. You can see its like face and the same like it has those big sad kind of cow eyes and they're wrenched in pain.
No, don't make us feel bad for it.
Don't give me the cow eyes.
It's now its turn. All right, yeah.
I am still 60 feet away from it. Just to be clear.
For now, everyone make another dexterity save.
Oh no! Come on.
Again.
Do I have advantage
my
on
arm?
my little dagger? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Yeah, you choose
Another 18 for Clio.
18.
Another 15 for Gaius.
Wow.
16.
I've rolled a 3 and a 4 on advantage. My advantages so far have been a 1 and a 3, and a 3 and a 4. I got a 6.
Marcus is terrible.
Marcus.
No good. Very bad.
Very bad day.
I got a 14.
Yeah, I feel like Marcus smirks like as the thing like hits, and then immediately fucking beefs it.
He lets go of the dagger, like yes.
The hallway tilts again, this time in the opposite direction. The bull falls down to all fours and starts pawing down into the ground. With the four of you guys on the receiving end, this is getting a little wonky. It smashes into the wall. Everyone's going to take. Wait, no.
You said
Also, I
4.
passed
Is
my
one of
wild
us-
magic.
You do have
I
to
got
do a wild magic search. That's
I got
true.
a 14.
Cool. Okay.
So now I believe we are up to 3.
Yes, I think so.
Cool.
What did you say, Maya?
We're all getting this, right?
Everyone who got above a 13, the 4 in the back, not so everyone except for Gaius and Aemil. You guys aren't taking any damage.
Oh, okay.
Everyone who got above a 13 is going to take 5 damage. Marcus is going to take 10 damage. As it hits the wall with its horns, and this explosion of force and dust and particulate explodes into the air. Oh wait, no, I have to roll for the guards now.
Oh no.
Oh god, no.
Come on, nat 20s.
No.
Come through.
Don't they die on a save either way?
They took 10.
No. Will.
Oh no.
Gerald, no.
How much HP do they have? Because they're a little bit trained. They have a little bit more HP.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not regular people.
Yeah.
They're not about to get killed by an old lady in a crowd.
There's like a little humanoid section. Yeah.
Like someone.
They have 11 hit
me,
points
but
and
I'm
they just took 10 damage each.
They're still kicking.
They're still alive.
Kicking.
The horns are in the wall. Both guards have been knocked to the side completely on the ground. And it's right next to everybody. Gaius, you're up. You are now, what would that be? You're now, I think, 60 feet away from it. Because it ran past you.
So it charged from that end of the hallway towards everybody. Got you. Okay.
This is like a special move into the whole.
Would I have gotten an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what you can.
Would I also?
I'll punch it. I'll punch it.
Okay.
If you'll let me punch, I'll punch it.
I'll let you punch.
Am I proficient in punching?
I always forget that rule. Let's.
Am I proficient with these hands?
Do you think Gaius has like trained in punching?
I mean, maybe not explicitly punching, but he is a wrestler.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Probably not. That's a 7.
No, this thing rushes by you too fast as the
God,
shifts underneath.
God damn it!
Aemil, also, if you want to take a
Would love to.
swipe.
Ooh,
With your poet hands.
I have a dagger. Am I allowed to use that or?
Yep.
Cool. Plus 17.
17 hits.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's a D4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rolled a 4. 5 damage.
5 damage. Oh, okay, good.
It'd be so funny if Aemil with a little knife is like, ah!
Stab in your hand.
This thing's looking so close to dead. I will say that the guards and this Minotaur look roughly the same.
Oh, shit.
And it's my
One
turn.
of the guards.
Gaius, it is your turn.
Come on, Gaius.
Come on, guys.
My super cool plan is no longer an option because I always play like I'm the only one moving and I forget other people can do stuff. So I'm just gonna turn my chair around and just wheel back downhill towards this monster. And I'll go 30 action dash 60, get right up to it. And then question for Will, does it look like Clio or my buddy? Does it feel like it's either those individuals?
Make a
Clio the bull, not Clio.
I don't know how you would fail this. Like the tattoos that are on like the more humanoid parts of this thing are the same tattoos that were on Decius.
Okay. So as I'm wheeling, I'm just gonna call out to everyone. Everyone stop, please. It's my friend. And I don't have my action, so I can't try and grapple it. But yeah, I'm just right by it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion. Okay, 11.
11. Okay, cool.
I have a good charisma for some reason.
Okay, that's enough to make these guys make insight checks. The first guard sits up and looks at you as you say that, Gaius, and looks back, and you can see that he recognizes the tattoos as well. The second guard does not.
No.
He's going to stand up and try to attack with his. There's a word for Roman swords. I can never remember.
Gladius?
Gladius. Yeah, with his gladius. He will roll a nat 1 though. What I will say with this nat 1, he brings down the gladius, attempting to like get it in the neck or something, but he's so like he's losing a lot of blood. Brings it down, and one of the horns cracks off into the wall. That's the guard's turn.
Get a free horn.
Minotaur is back up with its second action.
Yeah.
Nar.
It's gonna turn around. What can it do?
Come on, buddy. It's just you and me, Decius.
No.
I'm upset. I'm really upset.
It turns, it's dazed, it's got one horn, like, cracked, splintered off, and it looks you kind of in the eyes, and there's a moment of familiarity.
No.
It's going to charge at you. Make a strength saving throw.
Aha! Oh. 14?
14?
11 plus 3?
14. It charges right at you, and you catch it by the one horn, and as you've seen Decius do before, you push it past you, and it charges up the hill. That'll be its turn. Aemil, you're up.
Cool. How far away is it from everybody, and how far away is it from me?
From you, it's actually like 10 feet away from you right now.
Okay.
It's in between you and Gaius, because Gaius moved, you didn't, yeah.
Did it run out of my melee real quick?
It did.
Could
You
I
already
take...
used your...
I had my turn.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you did. Yeah. You could make an attack of opportunity if you wanted to.
I kind of want to.
Non-lethal damage is a thing. Just
I know. I'm gonna
go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I'm gonna bonk him on the head.
Bonk.
That's gonna be a 14 on the roll plus strength plus proficiency would make it 19.
That's a 19 bonk, Will.
That'll hit. A punch is 1 plus your strength modifier. 4?
4. And I'm going non-lethal, and I'm just gonna like push him past, and then just like a palm to the base of the neck, and just.
Okay. You push against it. Its chin hits the ground, and it topples over onto its side. It's still breathing.
Everyone okay?
Mostly.
No.
Did you just say that was your friend?
You guys to the ground start to tilt back up into Clio and Avalon, make another perception check for me.
12.
16.
Okay. You guys look into the like storm of prismatic energy outside, and you guys don't see anything noteworthy as the ground tilts back onto level, and the world kind of strangely comes back into view into the door.
Yes. I don't know how or why, but I think that this is my friend Decius, the bullfighter.
Yes.
I'm gonna go over to the guards and just make sure they're okay, because they look kind of hecked up.
So we're just leaving him on the floor to wake
No.
up at any point.
No, I don't know. I can't leave him here. Not like this.
That's not your friend.
We don't know that.
Oh, did he usually charge you on the daily, trying to kill you? Was that a thing that you guys had in your friendship? Because if not, that's not your friend anymore.
I mean, we're the same people that we were before.
Will, can I go further down the hallway? Because I assume there are guards that were killed sort of ahead of where we were. Can I go try and look for any kind of like handcuffs or manacles or something that they would have had? Just poke around.
Clio, you walk down the hallway. There is a pile of cut up bodies that seem to have all been shoved to the side as they slid across the floor as the gravity was moving. You see the 2 guards that you talked to as well. What were they? Vel and Clovis. And on Vel is a pair of handcuffs, manacles.
And they're dead. Like there's
That
nothing.
was dead?
They're dead.
Okay. I'm gonna just sort of like tiptoe around, just like, I'm sorry. And I am gonna grab those handcuffs,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna bring them back and just sort of hold them and be like, a solution has appeared. Yes? Gaius, are you cool if I... Okay, and
Yes,
I'm gonna try
yes.
and just like behind its back.
How did this happen? This is insane.
Quite frankly, this is not the weirdest thing that's happened to me today. I mean, I guess it's
This is
it's
definitely this is the weirdest thing that's happened to me today.
I mean, this is only as weird as the second weirdest thing, or maybe the first weirdest thing.
Miss Meliora, not to change the subject, you didn't happen to find our dear blackmailer's body out there, did you? Because that sure would solve a lot of things, wouldn't it?
God, I wish. Well, I don't want to wish death on a person, but yeah, it would solve problems. No luck.
So what? We just have a fun bull
No, he
prisoner
wasn't.
that we take around?
Oh, I'm not taking this thing. This is somebody else's problem now, right? I just don't want it to get up and hit me or something.
One of the guards
Right.
kind of walks over. You can see already he's like starting to bruise on his arms. There's like blood running down the side of his face. He's like a young man. I don't know, but this seems like it might be our problem now.
I'm gonna just say like, well, good luck, and I'm gonna tap him on the arm, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Okay.
For the manacles, have they been put on yet? Or
I said I did, but I'm fully
Okay.
willing to scratch that. I can hand them to you if that's what you want to happen.
I mean, because I have a specific thing in mind. Sure.
Yeah,
I'll take 'em.
I'll say I handed them to Gaius.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I am gonna put them on Decius, but I'm gonna put it on left hand behind his back, connected to his right ankle. So it's sort of like it's an awkward position to break out of.
Okay.
That's 5 hit points for homeboy.
As you touch him and you can see like the blood that was moving underneath his skin retracts back up. The gash in his head closes up. Oh my god. What did you?
I'm so sorry.
What did you? He's healed, but
I didn't
how
mean
did you
to.
do that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Thank
I
you.
didn't know I could do that either. Huh?
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're welcome.
You see the other guard stands up, and like brushes all the dirt off him. He's looking obviously just as messed up as the other one. And he kind of grabs the horn in the wall and pulls it out.
Well, I wanted to get that.
I wanted it
For the
to.
trophy.
And he kind of like gives it a look. Yeah.
Gaius, do you know where your friend would usually be, like before, so we can maybe see if there's any clues of what happened?
Yeah, there's a break room. There's a rest room, not a bathroom, but a room to rest
for
in.
resting.
Yes. I don't know where he was, but I assume he hadn't left yet. So
Is the door unlocked?
That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Bring up the kind of prismatic energy that had been surrounding it is now gone. And it seems like it could be opened if you had the keys or.
And one of us does have the keys, right? Because we like had them.
Oh, was that
Probably one of the guards does.
Can I have it?
They gave it to us, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
either
yeah.
I or Avalon has the keys.
Yeah, I don't remember who. You want to have?
Yeah, I'll have them. Okay. So can I try them in the lock and?
Yeah, goes in easy, clicks open. You can pull up the bar.
I do. I start to pull it up and see that it's open, and I'm like, I want to turn to the guards and go, do you know what your boss wanted to do with us, or are we free to go?
the one that was just healed by Clio, says, he was gonna come back. We were supposed to keep you overnight.
I just opened the gate though, so.
He looks back at like the Minotaur that's like this huge beast, and he's, I'm pretty sure you can do whatever you want.
That's what I like to hear. I want to turn back to the party and go, so, what, are you all just solving mysteries now?
I don't know that we're going to find anything. We can go look, but the nature of this has been so, I mean, it seemed so chaotic, and I don't think there's any reason to it that I can really piece together. Obviously, it's been, 4 hours? But I think, I don't think it's going to lead to much. I think our best bet is getting out of here now while we have a chance.
Wonderful. I, fully put up the gate.
Mm-hmm.
If we're leaving, then let's at least go get a drink.
Are
I'm
we
gonna wheel myself towards the gate.
what are we coming back?
I'll turn to one of the guards, and if Quintus Imbrooks requires us any further,
I have a feeling
knows-
he'll know how to find us.
my address is not a secret. Probably should be.
You should do something about that.
To a bunch of screaming fans every night going, Gaius! Come see us, we love you!
Okay, yeah, what are you guys all going to do?
If you all want to go get a drink, I can maybe meet you. I had friends who were at the Coliseum. I need to go make sure people are okay.
I need to go check on someone too.
I should also probably check on someone.
Do we want to all split up? Should we pair off? What do you think?
If we all have our individual people, I think it might just be best to go ourselves.
Avalon, I think we might be going in the same direction, and I'd like to go with you.
All right. Love company.
All right.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Where are we meeting? We should say that before we all leave each other. Is there a bar that
The Corinthian pedestal.
Yeah.
The Roman tavern.
The circular dining apparatus.
Mm.
Not the round table, the circular dining apparatus.
circular dining apparatus pizza?
We're gonna call it the golden drachma or whatever.
Oh, that's fun.
That was Greek, but I think
This is fantasy pretend almost Rome. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Little Caesars.
Why was that not the first thing we thought of?
Yeah, there's a bar called the Golden Drachma that's kind of mid-city, not too far from here. Yeah.
Marcus, first round's on me.
Great. It was not going to be on me, so I appreciate it.
Does that mean second round's on me too?
It's up to you, buddy. How about that?
Sounds good.
Au revoir, then. We'll meet at the Golden Drachma.
As you guys exit the Coliseum tunnels, you guys come up. There's a small ramp into the sunlight. There's a few hundred feet away in this kind of plaza outside the Coliseum.
Shoot the public.
There are hundreds and hundreds of people being kind of kept back by the guards.
I would like to fake a limp. I want to make it look like I was one of the victims.
Soccer player.
Coming out.
They're not they're not clamoring to kind of get towards you guys specifically. how do you guys want to handle this?
Is sneaking away an option?
Really
Yeah.
quick.
Oh God, Gaius, no.
No, I think this is good because if we act friendly towards everyone, then Imbrooks will have a harder time releasing information that we're somehow spies or traitors.
I'm already waving.
I think a big thing is like hunched over behind me. So she sees the crowd. She goes up and like very proper.
I think Clio does not want to be here, and it's very apparent that she's like avoiding eye contact and like trying to keep her head down and be like as unnoticed as possible in this situation.
Clio and Marcus make stealth checks for me.
Am I pulling attention away from them?
Sure. You guys are right
That's a
next
21. Don't even worry about it, Gaius.
Clio, what'd you get?
16.
You're not helping, but you're also not hurting, I'll say. 16? Great. You guys are able to slip away, mostly unnoticed. And the three of you.
Are these the survivors from inside the Coliseum, or are they just people?
Make an insight check, I guess.
Cool.
Do they look scarred for life, or are they just curious?
14.
14. I'd say, yeah, the people closest to that kind of line where the guards are kind of trying to keep people back are people from within the Coliseum, but a larger crowd has gathered from outside.
Is Cecilia in there, or did she manage to?
Make a perception check.
I am
Check if Octavius is there.
Yeah.
Perception.
natural 1.
Natural 1.
So a
Octavius
0.
and Cecilia are hooking up.
A dirty 0.
Dirty, nasty, stinky 0.
Avalon?
13.
13. You don't actually see Octavius.
Cool.
Look around.
Avalon's disappointed, but me, Maya, didn't want to see him.
Cleo, were you looking for people?
Yes, should I also make that
Perception, sure, yeah.
Yes. Ooh, I rolled a 17, so 21.
21. You're looking for what's his
After.
name? Is not there.
Do I know if Felix was at the Coliseum today?
Felix doesn't typically come to. Because how long have you guys been together?
Whew, asking the big questions.
When are you guys gonna have kids?
It's like,
Could be a nursery.
Your mom wants grandkids, so.
I'd say like a year or two.
Okay.
Ooh.
A decent amount of time.
They probably. I'll leave this up to you. Do you think that they come to your games?
I don't think it's expected of them. So like if they're busy, I'm not gonna get pissy if they don't, because that is emotional maturity.
And that's
good.
Your partner does not owe you their time, everyone.
So do you think they were at this?
I honestly don't think they were. I think they probably had work.
That's good. As you all are walking away from the Coliseum, you can tell, you look back and see just these 3 pitch black pillars poking over the top of the walls that were exploded out.
Those are the leftovers from the first battle, the
Mhm.
sheets of. Okay.
Yeah.
As we were walking away, I think like Marcus is suddenly like very aware of how much dirt and blood is all over him, and I think just has like a like moment, and in that moment casts unwittingly casts prestidigitation, and like the like robes and stuff clear out, and he's like, and now I am not icky anymore, but I have locked in prestidigitation.
I never have to shower again.
As the 3 of you move through the crowd, going to whatever respective place you're going, you start to hear whispers around you. That's them. Are those the ones that were doing the magic? What is it? And you hear all of these people start talking. Aemil, how does walking through a crowd feel right now after the last time you're walking through a crowd?
Absolutely terrifying. I hate this.
Okay, yeah. I think that's all that happens with that roll that I just did. You hear people are looking at you, but no one is coming up to approach. Let's start with Clio.
That's not. No, I'm just kidding.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
So I want to make sure Aster's still alive. But I need to go find Casrius. And I don't know if I don't know what the like housing situation is like, but I've been imagining like a shitty apartment. So whatever that translates to, like in fantasy Rome.
That's pretty much it. There's like small, like 2-level kind of closely knit buildings.
That's sort of where I imagine like Clio and Casrius living. Like it is a modest sort of situation that they're in. Mm-hmm. Probably within walking distance of where their library was, but Clio was going to just sort of take a long route. We're just not going to walk past that particular source of trauma today. Yes.
Yeah, so I think by the time you get there, with how much time has passed, it's getting about dusk. And you walk home to your apartment. You have keys. I don't know how history works. When were keys invented? I don't know. But
you
this
just use the key to open the gate.
But yeah, you open your apartment. Have you been staying here since everything happened? This is your first time back? Okay. It's dark inside. There's no lamps lit. There's candles around, but nothing's been lit. You kind of walk around a little bit. The air smells musty, and it feels very, very empty. You can't hear anything.
Okay. I'm gonna just sort of knock on the wall. Kaz?
There's no response.
Okay, I'm gonna try and turn some lights on and see if he left like a note or anything.
You light some candles around the apartment. Take a walk around. There's like a bookshelf. There's plenty of reading. You take a look through there. Make a perception check for me. Or investigation, actually.
Okay.
Either one.
It's the same either way. It's a 14.
Okay. You look around his apartment. There's no note left, but there are a few things missing. There's books pulled off from the shelf. You go and like kind of where he keeps his clothes, there's some stuff pulled away. The cabinets are pretty much empty of food.
This bitch. Okay. Excellent. Great. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave a little fucking note. So we talked when we were doing like languages for Clio, we talked about like thieves' cant as a thing that she knows. But I was on the social media platform TikTok, and there was a girl on TikTok who was talking about like conlangs, and like you have your own little like symbols like for different sounds, and you like do your own little language thing. And I'd like to think it's something like that. Yeah. That like everyone who was sort of in their little circle knows. And it's just a little like code basically that they use. I don't think it's anything like super sophisticated, but I think it's just like different symbols for different sounds that like they don't really like share the code with other people. So I think she writes it in that, and it just says like not like, these aren't her exact words, but something like shit's hit the fan, I don't know where you are, we need to talk. It's bad. Like emphasis on the like, it's very bad. And she's just gonna leave it like on the table, and then I guess start heading off to the bar. I don't know what else she would do, because if he's not here, like this is the priority that she has.
You place the note down on the table. Take a second, just a moment, and the candles around the apartment flicker.
Cool.
As if there's been some movement.
Hello?
On the couch around the dining table, a figure forms in that same golden radiance that you saw in your vision. And you see Madigan. What did Madigan look like when she was alive?
I think I said Maya as like a joke, but I am gonna stick with that. I think very much like the long sort of wavy hair, and the like Maya has the like heart-shaped face that I think is so pretty, and it's like such an endearing. I'm just gonna talk about how pretty Maya is for a minute, like but I think also like the height difference, like Clio is about my same height, and I imagine Madigan was like about Maya's same height.
Which is what?
5'4".
All our viewers out there.
Maya?
Almost 5'4".
Okay, yeah. So we'll say that. That's the end of it.
She is sitting there on the couch, glowing, semi-transparent, and just kind of looking around. Not looking at you.
Maddie?
Her eyes widen, and she turns towards you. You can't hear her.
Are you oh god. Can you hear me? Are you okay? That feels like a really stupid question.
She
You
is nodding her head like no, kind of.
okay. Do you need help? Is there something I have to do? Do you
She stands up from the couch and like kind of walks towards you. It's different in the way that like people walking on a treadmill look different than people walking on normal ground. It's like it's somewhere between a walk and a float. And she like kind of reaches out to caress your face.
If I touch her hand, do I feel anything? Like, is there anything?
You reach out to touch her hand. It passes through, and as your palms kind of slide against each other, she is like engulfed in this bright divine light and disappears.
Cleo's gonna start crying. I think Cleo takes a minute. That hurt a little bit. That one hurt. I think Cleo takes a minute to just like fucking gather herself. That was a rough one. That one fucking hurt.
I'm gonna roll. I don't want to decide. Aemil.
Oh, joy.
What are they doing? What are they up to?
I'm on my way to the nice part of town to go try and find Cecilia and make sure she's okay and tell her that I'm okay.
So you're moving away from the Coliseum, which is more like centralized, and into the like northern, closer to the wall kind of stuff. The houses get much bigger. They get much nicer. You arrive at her door. Where does she live with anyone?
I'd say she still like lives with her family, because that's like Avalon still lives with her parents, right?
Mhm.
That's kind of the tradition of like upper class noble families I've gathered. So yeah, she
Yeah.
still like lives in her family home.
Okay. What do? You've reached her house. There's lights on inside.
Can I like go to where like I know her bedroom window is and kind of like check to see if she's in there?
Sure. Yeah. You kind of sneak around the back a little bit. There's not like fences or anything, but just you move on to the property. You look inside the window. She is there. We've described her before, haven't we?
I think so.
What's
Long, beautiful blonde hair, very regal features.
yeah. She's kind of in like a dressing gown, nightgown. The same thing. I don't know. And she's kind of like she's reading in bed. She's not really looking.
I thought she was gonna be with the fiance.
Oh, whew.
Oh no.
I'm gonna cast message through the window. And just say, "It's me, come outside."
Off your head shoots up. I keep on doing just rolls to decide for me. And you hear back in your head, Aemil?
Yeah, it's me, come outside. Something, so much has happened.
She nods her head and she like starts like you can see from her window she pulls on like Roman cardigan. You wait a little less than a minute, and she walks out onto the like kind of stone patio that's outside. Aemil, how are you? What? I saw you at the Coliseum. In the Coliseum. What happened?
I don't know how to say this. It's gonna be a lot.
Aemil, you really shouldn't be here.
I think Bruno sent someone to kill me, and I think it worked, and then it didn't work because I'm still here. And I don't know what's happening.
Bruno sent someone to kill you?
I was in the crowd in the bottom of the Coliseum, and this woman came up to me and made me think she needed help, and then she stabbed me.
Where?
I'll show her on my shirt. There's a hole. I'm also covered in blood from fighting a minotaur. Right here, and it's gone. It's insane. I know.
Aemil, there's nothing. Bruno wouldn't kill you. I mean, I know he can get jealous, but he wouldn't kill you.
Oh my god.
Why am I even here alive? You're here. You clearly.
I don't know. Something weird happened, and now I can do magic, and I'll like make some little whatever the fuck it is called, sparks, prestidigitation. I can't speak. I'm so nervous.
Okay, that's. But what? I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't understand what is happening right now.
I don't either. Are you all right? I came here to check on you.
Yeah. One of the black walls, the I don't know what they were, like voids, opened up right near me. But we had pretty easy access to the staircase down, and so I kind of just ran with the rest of the crowd.
God, that's such a relief. And I want to like reach out to give her a hug. I know I'm gross, and like I'll kind of pause to see if that's fine.
She clearly hesitates for a second, but reciprocates. She goes in to hug you as
Just
well.
hug her so tight. I don't know what's gonna happen.
She looks you in the eyes. Bruno really sent someone to kill you?
The woman said, Bruno Carboni sends his apologies for your broken heart.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Oh God.
That sounds pretty incriminating to me. I don't know.
Ooh, I rolled so good. Oh God. Persuasion, 22.
Fuck yeah.
Frick yeah. That's my wife.
That's my wife.
Okay. That's horrible. Why would he do that? I don't know. Aemil, do you feel safe?
No.
Sorry. Right. Yeah. No,
And I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna touch her face and I'm gonna say, but I'm here with you, and that's what matters.
I think we're gonna stop here and we're gonna move over to Gaius.
That's me.
Yeah. What's Gaius up to?
So we left the Coliseum. I think I'm doing a press release of sorts. There was a big crowd, and if people, it didn't look like it was a crowd of people looking to ask questions, but if people ask questions, I will stand there or I will sit there and answer them. So I'll just.
Do you call any attention to yourself to get this going, or
I guess I have to because I brought it up. I'll roll over to the line of people and just wave and hello, greetings, citizens of Imperium. I'm Gaius Maximus. Many of you probably know me.
you hear 3 or 4 people start clapping?
Thank you. I'm gonna lean over to one of the guards and be like, "What happens now?"
I don't.
The whole thing. If you want to lean over to me.
What happens now?
Someone yells out, "What happened to the people in the wall?"
You have just witnessed a devastating attack by the Telnari.
This bitch, I swear to God.
That
was in the
bootlicker.
Go.
You're right, but holy
Press
shit.
release, I will say, the press release
No, you're
has
right.
not been released yet. That was
No. Oh, I fully know.
cool. Okay, do it.
God, this is so cool, but holy
Queen,
shit.
I love her. Go. Okay.
Fucking good.
We have taken a large loss, but we will return stronger and more powerful than ever. In the meantime, hug your children, see your family. As we've noticed, this is horrible.
Don't break.
Hug your families, see your children. As you've noticed, we must cherish this time that we have with one another. We will be doing the same. And if you could please respect our privacy at this moment. And I'm going to leave.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah.
I also have the diplomat feat.
I don't know what that does.
What does that do?
That's technically, I have it pulled up. So if I spend 1 minute talking to someone, maybe a whole group of people, I make a persuasion check contested with their insight check.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they fail, they are charmed by me.
Interesting. What's the persuasion check?
A 15.
Cool. Awesome. People are enwrapped by your speech. You hear plenty more people start clapping as well. You hear another person yell, though. What were those things on the battlefield? Who are you? Why the 5 of you? And you hear some more questions coming from the audience.
Well, this is my friend Gaius Maximus.
Hi, I'm Gaius Maximus.
Yes, he is. And my
More
name
people start clapping.
is Valerius. And that is who we are. And we are citizens of this fine city, just as you are.
I would like to add to that. We don't know what that was in there. I don't know how or why, but I do know that me and Madame Valerius here, we can protect you. We can do our best to keep this city safe, and we will make sure that a tragedy like this will not befall any of you ever again.
You did magic. You see this little kid in the very front row. His mom pulls him closer. You did magic.
We don't
cool.
know what that.
It's pretty cool. I do magic now, I guess. I don't know how it works.
Immediately, so many people say, do some magic.
Do a flip.
What spells do I have?
That's Spider-Man.
Cantrip.
Do gust again and push all of them 10 feet.
Oh no.
So I'm going to I assume there's probably an open flame somewhere within 60 feet, maybe a torch on a sconce somewhere, and I'll just watch this, and I'm going to focus on the torch flame and pull it out, and there's just this sort of dry gust of wind that whips through and brings a small ball of the flame over, kind of like Aang and Zuko holding the first flame in Avatar, and just expand it
from the entire audience,
and then close it and extinguish it.
And more applause. People are loving it. People
so
are
not on the same page about, are we keeping the magic secret? Are we? I love this.
This is what happens when you leave.
You want to say or do, Gaius?
Come again?
Anything else you want to say or do with this press conference?
I would like to thank you all again for your patience and your support. I offer my condolences to everyone that has been affected by this tragedy. But I offer my word that those responsible will be brought to justice.
All right. As Gaius goes up 4 points in the polls, Avalon,
did I flip Imperius?
I hope you flipped Imperius.
Imperius.
Avalon, what would you like to do? Besides,
I think I'm
sorry, guys. Was there anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Avalon.
I think slip into the crowd and start heading to my home / try to find Octavius.
Sure, yeah. As you move through the crowd, plenty of people are thanking you and trying to shake your hand.
I do. I am having a horrible time.
You make it home. Yes, in a similar direction to where Aemil was going. And you kind of come across this huge, spacious manor. What does your house look like? Just a general idea.
I think very a lot of columns. You know, the style. I think it's white, kind of marbled. I don't know how architecture works.
Sure, yeah.
It's real cute though. I think it's really pristine, almost a little sterile.
Okay.
large, pretty from the outside. Yeah.
You move to the front door, open it, and all the lights are on, and people are rushing around, doing all kinds of things. And your mom kind of comes into the main entryway, turns to you and says, Avalon, where
Yes.
have you, what are you look, sweetie, you are absolutely covered in dirt and mud, and is that blood?
Yes, I happened to take a nasty spill at the Coliseum.
You simply have to clean up. Go into the washroom immediately. You move into this washroom, which has like a kind of a basin of clean water, and a mirror.
I think she's just gonna do that like stance thing on the thing, and she's gonna start crying.
Oh. As the tears roll down your cheek, they move away some of the dirt, and underneath you see rough, scaled skin.
She's gonna like wash up or whatever.
Mm-hmm. As you come up, your hair, like the front of it's all dripping wet. Your face is completely clean. And describe the scales.
I think it's like a layer that kind of goes like where you think freckles usually go, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And then like kind of peters. It's like kind of thin on the nose and then gets more on the cheeks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of peters out like down her face and that kind of thing.
Yeah. What color are they again? I'm sorry, I keep
Copper.
Copper. Okay. These I think objectively we would say beautiful copper scales. Whether or not Avalon feels that way about them. Are revealed kind of glistening with the water and the light. And as you kind of continue to wash, they're on your arms, kind of running down. Maybe someone like your collarbone. I don't want to make these decisions for you.
No, totally.
They're kind of sparsed off over your body. What do you do?
I think she like jerks up and
There we go.
scares herself, and then I like the idea that she like trips and falls into the tub that's behind her or whatever.
Oh no.
There's a fantasy tub.
You
I
hear
think tubs existed. Yeah.
yeah.
Our tubs invented.
Tubs are available. There's a knock on the door. Miss Valerius, are you okay?
Yes. Yes. I'm fine. Thank you very much, Stephen. I've named him.
My name's Brad.
Imagine.
I know the names.
To put on, your mother would like you to put on something nice, and meet her in the dining room. There is a guest here.
All right. Tell her I'll be down in a moment.
Very well.
Thank you.
You hear footsteps away from the door.
I get. How extensive is makeup here?
Pretty extensive.
I think she's gonna try to cover it with makeup.
Okay.
After like scrubbing it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Make a theatrical a little bit. Make a performance check.
Should I
Does
just
that
cast
make sense? I'm gonna say it does.
You're the DM.
What about
you're
a
in charge.
persuasion check?
No.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. You cover as best you can, but the texture is still very apparent.
Great.
You just look like pimples. You're fine.
Yeah, I know. But I guess I'm gonna change and then go down.
Okay. Anything specific you change into? It's not important, but
No.
Cool. You move down to the main dining hall. You enter a room with a long, low table with these, again, long couches alongside of it. Your mother's there, and so is a man that you may recognize. Your mother says, Avalon, darling, you look better. Avalon, have you had the pleasure of meeting Senator Albatius Damasus yet?
Not the formal pleasure, but I saw him at the Coliseum.
The figure turns towards you. He is a much older man, probably in his late 50s, early 60s, graying salt and pepper hair, gaunt but handsome. And he's wearing a very traditional. I'd say he is wearing a toga. And he turns towards you, and says, "Oh, Miss Valerius, that was a terrible happening at the Coliseum today. We're so lucky that we've had you and your comrades to help protect this great city of ours."
I think she takes a little too long to answer. And yes, I am very glad that we were there.
Your mother turns towards you. Avalon, sit down and tell us about this project that you've been a part of. That I have not. I understand that it was secret unto this point, but you have not told your mother. But sit down. Sit down.
Yes, I am very sorry, Mother, that I did not tell you, not upfront about it. We thought it might be best to be a surprise. As a great show of almost theatricality and a great show for the people.
People died.
Albatius steps in. Avalon, no need to be so apologetic. You were keeping this a secret on my orders. He turns. Your mother is Fabiana?
Fabiana.
Senator Fabiana. You understand that the threat of the Tornari has become much too great to ignore at this point. The war has been raging for nearly a decade at this point. We've had to take some measures to protect this city. Of course, you have heard about what has happened at the Coliseum today. The Telnari have developed a new kind of warfare that we, up until your daughter and a few of other select people that we have found, were unable to confront. But your daughter has done this city and this country a great service. Your mother looks overwhelmed. She looks... Make an insight check for me.
6.
Ooh.
Your mother looks caught off guard in a way that you've never seen your mother.
Relatable.
And Albatius turns towards you. Avalon, I understand this was not how we intended to reveal this project to the public.
Right.
But seeing as things went the way that they did, I would like to invite you and your friends to a gala. It should be happening within the next few nights. I'm having a few people organize it. Before we officially swear you all in to service of the Senate, just so you understand that you have met most of the senators and know them on a quite intimate level. But some of your friends are not so versed in the way of politics.
Yes, I will spread the message of this gala. I'm sure that it would be their pleasure to attend.
Thank you. I'm sure Quintus will also send them something.
Wonderful.
And a couple of the hired help bring in a dinner for the three of you to enjoy on this long, low table. Anything else you'd like to talk about with your mother or with the senator?
I guess ask about Octavius. Care about Senator. Has Octavius come down this way? I haven't seen him since the
Yes. He hasn't come this way, but how did that go? This is your mother. I understand it was supposed to be a important day that got interrupted.
Yes, I believe he was going to ask me a question, which he never got the chance to.
Well, he has not come by the household yet. I'm sure he'll be here any minute.
All right.
Is there anything that you did that would make him not want to ask the question?
No, I would never.
Of course.
You know me, Mother.
I do. Would you mind? Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
No. What were you going to say?
You clearly had a very stressful day. You are clearly need some time to yourself. Albatius is just kind of dipping some bread in some in some, I wouldn't say dressing. I guess it kind of is. Just kind of eating a little bit.
All right. And she's gonna get up and go to her room.
Ugh.
I know, I'm like stressed. I'm tense.
Right. Marcus, what are you up to?
I don't know if this is a question that you answer, that I answer. Would it make sense for him to have a workshop near his home, or a workshop like near the guild, like kind of in like the arts district or whatever?
What do you want?
I think that Marcus definitely like has his own space to work.
Yeah.
Like whether that is at his house or kind of in a separate location. I'm not sure of, but
I think most people do work at the guild hall. But I think in Marcus's prime, he was able to make a place for himself near his residence.
Okay, cool. I'm going there.
Okay. It's pretty, again, dusk, getting close to evening as you open the door. I think there's this moment where for a second we as like viewers think that it's very crowded in there until a light turns on and we realize that all of these people are in fact stone sculptures. What do you do?
I think Marcus looks at each of these and remembers kind of what happened at the Coliseum, and I think he opens up that sketchbook to see if all of the drawings and stuff from in there were still there, or if the pages are blank again.
Yeah, there's drawings in there. I'm kind of imagining them less as like traditional sketches and more as like almost like wireframes. again, kind of these like they're 3D onto 2D plane of like all these extremely realistic, lifelike people, and there are words underneath each picture, or it looks like words, it looks like letters. You can't tell what they are.
I think, this isn't maybe as dramatic as the other things going on, but I think that Marcus sits down and like up until he leaves to go to the bar, unless anything else happens, like is just planning, like just like flips to the next blank page and like doesn't sketch but just starts writing lists of names and like patrons and people that like he either commissioned him or wouldn't commission him, or like people that he still knows, and like just like starts deciding like immediately like what he's immediately drafting up these plans.
You're writing in the book with some sort of ink, and beneath what you're writing, words start to form. These ones in language that you do understand. And maybe you stop. I don't know. But the words that form are, who are you?
No, who are you? Excuse me. That's not Marcus, but wait a minute. Marcus ignores it for a second and writes the next name.
Who am I?
Marcus sits back and is going to look at the statues to make sure that none of them have moved.
Oh, it's so scary.
Nothing has moved in your workshop, but as you move back to the paper, the I has been crossed out, and it says it has been replaced with we. Or no, who are we?
Who am we?
Who are we?
Marcus closes this book.
Okay.
I don't know if I should. Marcus doesn't need help with this.
Okay. I would like you to roll on the wild magic search table.
It is a 92.
Ooh, that makes me uncomfortable.
That makes me uncomfortable.
That's a high number. That's a high number.
It's a high number, which could be good or could be bad.
Interesting.
Oh no! That means it's not explicitly a bad thing, but it has bad repercussions.
Uh-oh.
I know the DM language.
Do I win? Do I win D&D?
Marcus,
Are you winning, son?
as you close your book, you feel unstoppable. You feel as indestructible as any of these sculptures around you. You feel immortal.
What?
I'm gonna do something. Can Marcus take out his dagger? And I'd like to slit. Like, I know, here's the thing. Scientifically, it's the worst place to slit, but like movie-wise and drama-wise, like we're just gonna pretend it doesn't do irreparable nerve damage. I think Marcus like very not like all across, but just like lightly slits his like palm.
The same multicolored ichor that you saw coming out of the Minotaur starts running down your hand.
Oh no. Oh no, that's so cool, but I feel like that's really bad. He's like closes his palm and glances back at the book. And he was like, all right, fine. And opens it back up.
There's a whole page of who are we, 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 who are we.
That's so creepy.
I think Marcus kind of picks up the book and looks at it. And just goes like, let's find out. And I'm gonna close it again and pop it in my bag and kind of like squeeze my palm, and I imagine that a drop of this like multicolored ichor like hits the floor. Does anything happen to the floor? No. I just want to
no, nothing happens.
That's fine.
Am I filled with acid?
And Marcus is going to head to the golden drachma.
Okay. As you pass through the door, about a minute after you close the book, you notice that your palm is running red again.
Ooh, that... Yeah, Marcus is not... Like, I think Marcus realizes that it's red again.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like... just ignores it and keeps moving on.
And as that red blood continues to drip down from your palm onto the ground, I think that's where we're going to call it for today.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeehaw!